So, amid many states nearing insolvency, the Senate allegedly recommends the creation of 20 new states. According to reports, they had proposed that referendum be conducted for the 20 new states by the INEC with certain conditions. Now, as we read in the papers earlier, Senator said they had nothing to do with this, that this was based on the recommendations that came in from the constitutional review that they had recently. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we need new states? For those clamoring for new states, do you think they have grounds to do so? What are your thoughts? Let us hear you.
I actually think Nigeria needs a major brain transplant. Yeah. Like all of us should go somewhere first, then Nigeria will renew itself, and then we come back. Because the way things are happening, it begs the question, where are we going? But I think we also should plan to do things according to priorities. What's most important? Right. How do we take it step by step? Let's not be in a hurry to jump the guns. Everybody's clamoring for restructuring. We can't be talking restructuring on one hand and talking creation of states on the other. Are they creating the states under the form of unitary system of government that we're running, or we are waiting for states to be restructured so that we have our regions where they have they can take ownership, they can control their resources. Then each region will decide, okay, we need like 4 more states to add to this so that everybody is not, some people are not marginalized. Right. Do we wait for that? Or do we, on one hand, be shouting we want different states? When we create those states, do we have the modalities to take care of them, knowing now that they are dwindling resources states are complaining about? They can't even fund themselves. So I think we should learn to prioritize, arrange things in order. Like, I wonder the sort of people that come up with all of these suggestions.
Every time we talk about minorities, is that I feel that the more states you create, the more minority groups you will have. What I would suggest is that we should empower the local governments. We should strengthen the local government council. We should strengthen in such a way that it can take care of that community. You have a powerful local government chairperson and all the facilities and all the resources that need to run a local government, because it's the government that's closest to the people. And people clamor for these things because they're not really, they're not receiving the dividends of the democracy that they have voted in.
There's a rationale that this might be a security, and because of insecurity. Let me tell you why. Because there have been talks that the Borno state in itself is like the entire south. It's bigger than the entire southeast. Yeah. So that is how huge the landmass of Borno is. And they're saying that one governor, for example, cannot really handle the entire region. But others have also said that the entire Nigeria is like the whole of Texas, really. Because the entire landmass of Nigeria is the whole. So it's not so much about the mass.
It's really about
but the truth is that
if we
bring it down, though, I mean, based on what we have, because we can't really compare Nigeria to Texas or to the U.S. Because the U.S. is like a continent on its own. But the truth is, does the Borno governor, for example, I'm not saying they're asking for more, I'm just saying that, using that as an example, would there be more security in Borno if we had broken it up a bit more, where there are smaller states that are manageable by the governor?
The leaders are not the ones that are asking for the states. People. It is the people that feel marginalized, people that feel like we're not represented, we're not getting the best of this government. So they're the ones speaking again, they're the one clamoring for state. The governors would not want to have more states. And we should look at the history of the challenges. When Osun and Oyo separated, when it was divided into 2 states, there were issues with the fact that one state felt like we had all the ministries, we had a huge staff strength that we needed to fund. And the other state does not have as much responsibility that we had to fund all this staff in because they were already part of, they were from our unit. There are many other modalities.
The university had issues with, remember?
And I think that the Senate and the House of Representatives shouldn't say this is what they asked for.
No, they are not. What they are saying, what the Senate said, they are reminding Nigerians that if you really indeed want states, what you need to do is go to the House of Assembly, get a 2/3. We need a 2/3 from the House. That's the process, democracy. So don't just, you've said it in the constitutional review, but the right thing is that 2/3 of your House first must then send that to them, the National Assembly. They must also have a 2/3 and another 2/3 vote for it. So that's the process. But we can't just say we want this and it's going to get a change. It doesn't happen that way.